Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And a good Monday afternoon. Welcome back to Central Cast, the site of the 2021 North Dakota Class B East Region Softball Tournament. It is day 2, game number 3, and on to the championship bracket on your Irie Insurance pregame show. I'm Joel Morgan. Thanks for joining me out here this afternoon and what has already been a good day of softball played here today. 2 teams have called it a 2021 season. Well, 2 teams advance on for a shot at state to play in our state qualifying games, which are set to be played tomorrow afternoon. Well, these 2 teams will get a chance to advance on to the championship game, but also the winners of our next 2 games are at least guaranteed a spot onto the 2021 Class B State Softball Tournament, which is going to be played over in Jamestown next week. This is our Irie Insurance pregame show here on yourliveevent.com. Let's step aside here on our pregame. We'll come back and we'll take a look at some of the scores already in games played today and tell you how these 2 teams getting set to play in Northern Cass and Thompson got to this point in the season. This is playoff softball coverage on yourliveevent.com.
Don't be fooled by that beat-up old cap. Its faded crown represents the tireless work of America's farmers and ranchers. Its sturdy brim, their dedication to providing our nation with a safe, affordable food source. From sunup to sundown, they're turning quarters into the dollars that drive our rural economy. So we'd like to tip our hat to them. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting those that protect America's food source.
You're never too young to start saving for your future. Dakota Heritage Bank offers the Grow With Us program for kids. It's a young savers club with various incentives, including newsletters, a higher savings rate, bonuses, and more. Contact Dakota Heritage Bank to find out more about the Grow With Us program. Dakota Heritage Bank has 10 locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking, online banking, and bill pay. Visit us online, dhbanknd.com. Dakota Heritage Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC. You may know that Big Tex Trailers already offers you industry-leading features like mega ramps, HD suspension, and the all-new hydraulic dovetail. Every time you hook on, know that your Big Tex is up for the job. See Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro to find out what owning a Big Tex can do for you. Shop the full line of Big Tex products from ATV trailers to goosenecks to dump trailers and more. Visit your Big Tex dealer, Bloomfield Enterprises, Hillsboro. Contact him at 701-430-0877.
There's a lot to love about Hillsboro, North Dakota. Top-notch school district with fantastic facilities and growing enrollment. Great healthcare and friendly people. Nestled between 2 of North Dakota's largest cities, Hillsboro embodies a small-town atmosphere that is sure to make you feel right at home. The HEDC and City of Hillsboro invites you to pay a visit and experience Hillsboro. Visit hillsboro-nd.com to learn more about Hillsboro, a small town with big opportunity.
Welcome back to our Irie Insurance pregame show. It's Class B East Region softball coverage for you on this Monday afternoon. Championship round of this 2021 tournament. 2 teams playing here in our first one, Thompson and Northern Cass, with Central Cass and Kindred Richland to play in our next game about 25 minutes after this one wraps up. Again, the winner of these next 2 games will move on to the championship game, which is set to be played tomorrow at 7 o'clock. There will also be guaranteed a spot in the state tournament, which will be next week in Jamestown. They also, on top of that, will be the number 1 or the number 2 seed coming out. Again, the 2 teams that go on to the championship guaranteed a spot onto state, and then they will get an opportunity to be the 1 or 2 seed depending on champion. And, of course, depending on who is the runner-up when all is said and done in this East Region tournament. A look at scores that we've had from games already today in a losers out game. It was Grafton on the right side of a 1-run game defeating Hankinson by a score of 9-8. So Grafton moves on to play in game 2 tomorrow, which will begin 25 minutes after the first one, which is slated for 3 o'clock, which, by the way, you can see all these games on yourliveevent.com. If you missed any games, including that walk-off win for Northern Cass, which happened on Friday, you can see that archived on Your Live Event, or check out the Your Live Event YouTube page. But 9-8 Grafton the win over over Hankinson, and then Mayport CG exploded late in the game to get a win over Pembina County North by a final of 18-8. That one just going into 6 innings. So Pembina County North will play, Mayport CG will play in the first game, the state qualifying game tomorrow, which is set to get underway at 3 o'clock, and they will play the loser of this game, either Thompson or Northern Cass, and then Grafton will play the loser of Central Cass and Kindred Richland. Look at how this tournament run started for Thompson. They held on to get the win over Hankinson by a score of 10-6 on Friday. Northern Cass, Allie Slinger got the tying run late in the game, and then it was Abby Richmond, the walk-off home run against Grafton, 8-7. That's what put these two teams in the semifinal round of this 2021 North Dakota Class B East Region Softball Tournament. Other scores from day one: Central Cass an 11-0 win over Pembina County North, while Kindred Richland a 3-1 win over Mayport CG to advance on to the semifinals again to be played here this evening. This is our Irie Insurance pregame show, softball coverage for you on Your Live Event. Also, on the field just across the way out here in Castleton, it is the final, could be the final day of the Region 1 baseball tournament. It is Oaks playing against Kindred Richland. The winner of that, 25 minutes afterwards, will play against Central Cass. If Central Cass baseball wins tonight, they will be the Region 1 champions, and they will get a trip on to state. If Central Cass loses against the winner of Oaks Kindred Richland, well, they will play another game tomorrow in the double elimination tournament. With the winner of that game would be a true championship game, with the winner of that becoming the Region 1 champion and being Region 1's representative in the 2021 Class B Boys Baseball Tournament. So that is being decided just across the way. That first game getting set to begin here shortly. Again, you can see that on yourliveevent.com. Check out our whole broadcast schedule available for you as well. We're going to take a time out here on our Irie Insurance pregame show. We'll come back to meet your American Crystal Sugar Company starting lineup. We will be back with East Region softball coverage. It is Northern Cass against Thompson next on yourliveevent.com.
The unknown consumes so much of our lives. That's why Concordia College in Moorhead, Minnesota is committed to providing clarity. We recognize that comparing colleges, especially the price, can be confusing. Concordia has always been a place where students of all economic backgrounds find success. And for next fall, we are reducing tuition by more than $15,000 so that any student who can imagine themselves at Concordia can be a Cobber. Now's the time to take a look at Concordia College, Moorhead, Minnesota. ConcordiaNow.com.
You asked, how will Enbridge's Line 3 replacement help keep the environment safe? Well, nothing is more important to us than the safety of the environment and the people of Minnesota. That's why we're replacing an aging pipeline with much safer, state-of-the-art infrastructure along a route that avoids impacts to people and the environment. Safety and environmental protection are Enbridge's core values and the very foundation of our business. Learn more at enbridge.com/line3US.
You can count on Beth Teagues at Hankinson Insurance to be a team player. Beth has over 30 years of experience as an independent agent. She can match each client with the company that offers the best fit for their unique personal and commercial auto, home, farm, business, crop, hail, and life insurance needs. Auto owners, Farmers Alliance, Grinnell Mutual, Northwest GF Mutual, Progressive, State Auto, and others. Call Hankinson Insurance at 701-242-7822. Best of luck to all area teams and players.
Welcome back to Irie Insurance pregame show, semifinals of the North Dakota Class B East Region Softball Tournament. Let's meet your American Crystal Sugar Company starting lineup, and we will start with the visitors on the scoreboard. That is the Northern Cass Jaguars. Leading things off is the second baseman, junior number 25, Abby Richmond. She hit her team-leading third home run, a big one on Friday. That was the winning run to lift them over Grafton. Behind her in the lineup will be the center fielder, senior number 11, Shelby Bing. Shortstop, senior number 4, Morgan Nelson, batting third. Cassie Paycheck, the senior catcher, number 5, batting cleanup. After that will be the pitcher, Emily Anderson, a senior number 4. Junior third baseman, number 24, Allie Slinger. Next in the lineup, Elise Sands, sophomore first baseman, number 7. The designated player, number 14, Kenzie Anderson. She is a junior. And the senior right fielder, number 19, Grace Weibley. Richmond, Bing, Nelson, Paycheck, Anderson, Slinger, Sand, Anderson, and Weibly will be the batting order for the Northern Cass Jaguars. Defensive alignment for the Thompson Tommies. Summer Hank will be the first baseman. Maya Krogstad will be at second. Mackenzie Hughes will be the shortstop. Kirsten Lopez will be at third base. Grace Stump will be in left field. Sydney Schwabe in center. Faith Stump will be in right field. Olivia Dick will do the catching for Caitlin Samuelson. Samuelson, the senior pitcher, comes into this game in her 10th, making her 11th appearance. 8-0 on the season, a team high 66 strikeouts and 46 innings of work. She has held opponents to a 200 batting average with a 4.11 ERA. That has been your American Crystal Sugar Company starting lineup for this East Region semifinal matchup between Northern Cass and Thompson. First pitch coming your way next on YourLiveEvent.com.
The Hillsborough and Central Valley School Districts congratulate the seniors on your success, and they wish you well in your future endeavors. They encourage you to step into your future secure in the knowledge that this world needs you and the unique, inspiring gifts that only you can give. Best wishes go with you, graduates, as you prepare for the greater challenges ahead and a world of new possibilities. Congratulations, graduates, from the administration, staff, and students at the Hillsborough and Central Valley School Districts.
And welcome back to Coss Field out here in Central Cass. We are in Castleton. Final warm-up paces coming for Caitlin Samuelson, the starting pitcher for the Thompson Tommies. Thompson, the number 1 team out of the Northeast subsection here in the East, playing against Northern Cass, the number 2 seed out of the Southeast subsection. Higher seed will be home throughout the tournament. Should we see 2 like seeds playing each other, will come down to a coin flip. Abby Richmond, the junior second baseman, will lead off the inning. Richmond, 474 batting average. That is a team high. It was a late rally for Northern Cass in their first game of this tournament, an 8-7 walk-off win against Grafton. Grafton, of course, going on to win earlier today to advance to a state qualifying game. And the righty, Samuelson, ready for the first offering of the game, comes around with the pitch. This one hit on to short. It is picked up by Hughes and thrown across the diamond. 6-3 on the ground out. 1 pitch, 1 out. Time of first pitch is at 5:06. Shelby Bing, the senior center fielder, will come up. No one aboard, 1 away. You feel kind of a sigh of relief winning this game because it qualifies you for state. You advance on for the win as a loose ball comes out on the field. We'll have to get that one taken off before we can resume the pitch, as Shelby Bing will come back into the right-handed batter's box. A lot of space right up the middle of the infield, lays off a strike. That comes from Caitlin Samuelson. When you play this 2-region format, mostly done in Class A. Class B comes at the time of softball as the 0-1 offering. This one fouled back in the hole, Shelby Bing 0-2. It just feels so different with the fact that you're on to the championship, you're on to state. So winning, you always want to win that next game. That's always the goal. Coaches always want to break it down that way, but a lot on the line here in this game already, not just another win. As an 0-2 chase and fouled back, just staying alive. Shelby Bing, Morgan Nelson, the shortstop, on deck. Abby Richmond, the second baseman, first pitch of the game. She grounded over to short at Hughes, who got the throw across the diamond to Haig to get the first out. Samuelson, the righty, comes around for the 0-2 offering again. This one fouled back. Actually, they're going to say it's a drop third strike. The throw will come to first, and that is in time for the out. So 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the first inning, and it's Morgan Nelson, the senior shortstop. Another right-handed hitter in this Jaguars lineup. She swings at the first pitch. This one's fouled first base side and will come back and out of play. Plenty of sunshine, a nice breeze rolling through here in Castleton. Of course, a lot of wide open space in the outfield behind the fence. Next offering, this one fouled back. It will be an 0-2 count to the shortstop. Just a nice atmosphere to be out here, not just weather-wise, but with the final day, potentially final day of the Region 1 baseball tournament going on just across the facility. It's made for a nice crowd and just a nice gathering here on this spring Monday afternoon as the 0-2 comes low. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Nelson. No one on, 2 away in the top half of the first inning for the Northern Cass Jaguars. Off the rubber and back on is Caitlin Samuelson. She'll miss high and outside. Evens the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Saw Shelby Bing, the previous batter, battle off some late pitches in that sequence against Samuelson. Nelson trying to come back in the count, fouls back the 2-2 pitch to stay alive in the at-bat. Olivia Dick, the catcher, shed the mask for a second, picks it right back up and puts herself back in position. A lot of space right up the middle of the infield if Nelson can just send this right back towards Samuelson. The pitch, high and outside, count full, 3-2. Nelson trying to draw that dreaded 2-out walk to extend the top half of the first inning. And the 3-2, this one back to the fence. Olivia Dick will pick up that pitch and sends it back to Caitlin Samuelson. So we'll try this again. 2 away, bases empty. The 3-2 offering on the way to Nelson. This one fouled back, trying to make a play. Olivia Dick could not get there. She stumbles towards the dugout, but manages to stay on her feet. Nelson was hustling down the line. She'll come right back into the batter's box. Seeing a good battle here between the batter and the pitcher. Morgan Nelson back in. Caitlin Samuelson ready for the 3-2. Again, just getting enough of it is Nelson. 25 minutes after this game is played, Central Cass Kindred Richland will play in the other semifinal matchup. Championship game tomorrow at 7. Ball put in play at third, and it's played off a hop and will go to foul territory. Lopez was on the charge, and it just took a hop, couldn't make much of a play. Down the line was Nelson, so fouled back again. Count 3 balls, 2 strikes. First pitch was a ground out from Abby Richmond. Shelby Bing down on strikes. Nelson trying to bring Cassie Paycheck to the batter's box. Ball 4 outside. Nelson was behind in the count. No balls, 2 strikes. Has come back to draw the 2-out walk. And Cassie Paycheck to the plate for the Northern Cass Jaguars. The catcher was on deck with the shin guards. Needs an extra second to shed the equipment. Paycheck, the cleanup hitter, will come on. Summer Haig, the first baseman for Thompson, playing a few steps in towards home plate. Strike 1 taken by Paycheck. So looking at an 0-1 count. Paycheck looks down the line to get the signs from the third base coach. She will move herself back in. 0-2 on the way. This one fouled. In the hole now, Paycheck, no balls, 2 strikes. Samuelson, after giving up that 2-out walk, trying to close the door on the top half of this first inning and keeping it scoreless for the Thompson Tommies. Both of these teams receiving buys in the first round of this tournament. That play-in round, neither team having to play a play-in game. 0-2, swung on and missed. Paycheck down on strikes. Northern Cass gets a runner. They leave him stranded. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left on. We have played 1/2 of inning. No score on the Golden Harvest Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard. We'll be back on YourLiveEvent.com.
At Hillsborough Drug and Gift, you can find a lot of new spring items and gift ideas to check out. There's everything from new spring decor to gifts for any occasion. Find gift items for Mother's Day, confirmation, graduation, weddings, also birthdays and anniversaries too. Of course, you'll find a great selection of greeting cards for all occasions. Stop in and see what's new at Hillsborough Drug and Gift. And don't forget about your pharmacy and healthcare needs too. They provide in-town delivery and offer mail-out services for their customers. Hillsborough Drug and Gift, your locally owned Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Farmers, what do you like on your salad? I'm kind of a Caesar salad kind of guy myself. Hello, this is Shane with Irie Insurance. Now, I am no chef, but I would say a Caesar salad is way tastier to eat than a corn or soybean salad this summer. If you haven't bought your hail insurance yet, give us a call. We would be glad to help, but just don't wait too long because it's way more profitable to bring that crop to the elevator than eat at a shredded corn and bean salad all summer long. For more information on our crop hail coverages, go to IrieInsurance.com.
You're protected and appreciated at Irie.
Northern Cass left a runner stranded at first in the top of the first inning. Thompson will get their first cuts of the game. Let's take a look at their starting lineup. Mackenzie Hughes, the senior shortstop, leads things off. Then Maya Krogstad, junior second baseman. Grace Stump, the freshman left fielder, bats third. Faith Stump, the freshman right fielder, bats cleanup. Then batting fifth will be the catcher, number 34, sophomore Olivia Dick. Caitlin Samuelson, the senior pitcher, batting 6th, batting 7th. Jada Welke, the senior designated player. Summer Haig, the sophomore first baseman, batting 8th. Sydney Schwabe, freshman center fielder, batting 9th. Emily Anderson will do the pitching. She is in the pitching circle for the Northern Cass Jaguars. She has worked a lot of innings this season, a 4.72 ERA, 56 strikeouts, and 70 innings of work. Kenzie Hughes in the batter's box, a left-handed hitter. First pitch, that comes outside, ball 1. So Hughes, Krogstad, and Stumpf this inning for the Thompson Tommies. We'll get you that defensive alignment for the Northern Cass Jaguars, but first the 1-0 offering swung through by Hughes, 1 ball, 1 strike. Elise Sand is at first base for the Jaguars, Abby Richmond at second, Morgan Nelson at short, Allie Slinger will be at third base. Addie Russ, the the flex player, will be in left field. Shelby Bing in center. Grace Weibly in right. Ball chopped over to Sand at first. She'll bring it unassisted to the bag. 1 away for Maya Krogstad, the junior second baseman for Thompson. Remember, it was 1 pitch, 1 out in the top half of this inning. It was the 2-out walk drawn by Morgan Nelson that got Northern Cass their only base runner. Krogstad ready for the first offering. This one high outside, ball 1. Grafton winning today 9-8 to play in a state qualifying game tomorrow. Mayport defeating Pembina County North 18-8. Pembina County North will play the loser of this game tomorrow. Ball popped in the air, should be playable at short. Nelson finds her way around it and will hang on for the second out. That win makes the ball do funny things once it gets skied. Grace Stump, the left fielder, will come on. No one out, 2 away, bottom of the first inning. Something that more times than not would be routine to Nelson. Got a little bit more difficult, but she got that out. Pitch outside in the left-handed batter's box, ball 1. Anderson, Slinger, Sand would be due up in the top half of the second inning. But first, Emily Anderson trying to make this final out. Chasing something, Stumpf can't get a piece of it. An even count, a ball and a strike. Thanks for joining us here on our coverage on YourLiveEvent.com. It's been a fun tournament so far here in day number 2. Day 3, the final day, will begin tomorrow at 3 o'clock. Ball chopped to third. Slinger gives chase, but it is in foul territory. Count a ball and 2 strikes. Grace Stump, just 1 strike left to give. Now the 1-2 misses. A count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Emily Anderson will take a few steps towards home plate and gets the ball back from her catcher, Cassie Paycheck. Ready for the 2-2. Strike 3. Stump goes down on strikes. It is a 1-2-3. Bottom of the first inning. We have played 1 complete. No score. This is softball coverage on YourLiveEvent.com.
Dakota Heritage Bank, serving you with 10 locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota, has a strong background in ag and business lending, but can also help with any auto, recreational, personal, or home loans, including home equity lines of credit. Dakota Heritage Bank is a family-owned community bank where decisions are made locally. Our friendly staff greets you with a smile, takes the time to get to know you, and can help with your banking needs. Visit us online, dhbanknd.com. Dakota Heritage Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
More new trades at Norman County Implement Highway 9 North 8. 3 Batwing mowers, used 15-foot models, all available. The price ranges from $7,500 to $15,000. Batwing mowers at Norman County Implement. 08 Wilrich Double Spring Quad X 50-foot has 8-inch shovels priced at $27,000. And remember the new Massey Ferguson compact tractor model 1840 with loader cab and all the extras. Talk to Chuck O'Neill for more information. Norman County Implement Highway 9 North 8 thanks you for your business.
Top of the second, Northern Cass Thompson, no score in the Southeast Region semifinals. Emily Anderson leads off the inning and gets ball 1 outside from Caitlin Samuelson. Anderson, Slinger, and Sand do up this inning for the Jaguars. They're half of the first. They stranded Morgan Nelson at first. She drew the 2-out walk. The 1-0, big swing, no contact from Anderson. Count 1 ball, 1 strike. Anderson will move right back into the batter's box as the 1-1 runs high and inside. 2 balls and a strike. Both pitchers today will have the bats in their hands. Both teams also opting to use that designated player option in their lineup. 2-1 swung. Will now make the count 2-2. Ball gets by Olivia Dick, the catcher. She had to track it down over on the first base side of foul territory. Central Cass, Kindred Richland, 25 minutes after this game is done. 2-2, swung on and missed. Anderson will lead off the top of the second inning with a strikeout. Samuelson's second. She has struck out back-to-back batters. And it's Allie Slinger, the junior third baseman. She got the tying run late in the game on Friday to set up Abby Richmond's walk-off home run that won it for the Northern Cass Jaguars. Slinger fouls back the first pitch. Slinger, then Elise Sand scheduled to hit for the Jaguars. Losing a little bit of sunshine behind the clouds. Really can feel that drop in temperature as the next one, Slinger comes outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Now the 1-1. This one poked the other way. If it stays fair, it's a good hit. It is, and it hits off the glove of Stump. Around first, on to second is Slinger. She will get a stand-up double, and it's the first hit of the game on either side. Slinger in scoring position with 1 out for Elise Sand for the Northern Cass Jaguars. That one was placed well along the line, and it took a hop on the turf. Faith Stump couldn't get a good beat on it as it got by her glove. Now Elise Sand, the first baseman, comes up. Slinger at second. Just 1 away. She gets a big swing, no contact. Strike 1 to Sand. Now the 0-2. That one comes high, an even count, a ball and a strike. And a lot can happen when that ball just hits the turf the right way. Obviously, grass is just as unpredictable as the 2-2. Big swing, no contact from Sand. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Slinger at second. The pitch to Sand gets away from Samuelson. It's a 2-2 count. Samuelson now has given up a walk, a hit, and has struck out 2. Next one gets away from her, full count, 3-2. A bad pitch away now for Samuelson for giving the Jaguars first and second, 1 away for Kenzie Anderson, the designated player. 3-2. This one sent the other way. Hang time in foul territory. Stump can't get there. It lands just past her out extended arms. And the count full, 3-2. After that hit from Slinger, I think Faith Stump over there in right field a little bit more on high alert. 3-2. Swung on, miss. Sand down on strikes. It is 2 away. Second strikeout of the inning for Samuelson, third of the game. With the runner at second, 2 away. Kenzie Anderson, the designated player, to the batter's box for the Jaguars. No score in this game. It is 2 away. Ball 1 misses low. Northern Cass Thompson trying to advance on to tomorrow's championship game and advance on to state as the next offering comes back to the netting just above the backstop. It is 1 ball, 1 strike. Facilities here in Central Cass. New baseball, some renovations to softball, renovations to the football field. Taking for a strike is Anderson. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Slinger at second, 2 away. Caitlin Samuelson looking for strikeout number 4, and her third strikeout of the inning. The righty comes around with the 1-2 pitch. This one fouled hard past the dugout on the first base side. Umpire will give Olivia Dick. She gave Olivia Dick the new ball that was sent over to Caitlin Samuelson. 1-2. Called the ball inside, was close, but it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bottom of the second inning, it will be 4, 5, and 6 due up for Thompson. Northern Cass would like to keep this inning going with Slinger over at second. The 2-2 pitch. This one hit foul, third base side. Lopez took some steps towards the ball, but not a whole lot she can do play-wise. The count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 away. Allie Slinger at second base. Kenzie Anderson, the designated player at the plate for Northern Cass. The 2-2 sends this one back for a base hit. Slinger hits third hard, will come around. Relay is in, no play at home. Slinger scores. It's Kenzie Anderson with a 2-out RBI single. And the Jaguars on the scoreboard first. They lead 1-0. Hit them where they ain't, and that's what she did. Wasn't a particularly hard hit ball, but placed well to get the runner in. 1-0 the score, and the inning continues on to Grace Weibel. Right fielder batting with 2 away. Ball gets away from Samuelson, comes outside, ball 1. Dick threw back over to first. Haig caught the ball, but able to scamper back safely is Kenzie Anderson. So 1-0 lead for the Jaguars on the Golden Harvest Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard. The 1-0 pitch, swung on miss by Weibel. Grace Weibel facing a count 1 ball, 1 strike. Abby Richmond at the top of the order awaiting. 1-1 comes high, 2-1. Kenzie Anderson at first taking off with every pitch, but being conservative along the base pass. Don't want to make that final out running. Ball 3 comes low, and it's a hitter's count, 3-1 for Anderson. For Weibel with Anderson at first. With the top of the order coming up in your strongest hitters, I would imagine Weibel is going to be taken all the way here unless something she knows she can drive as the 3-2. Fouled, first base side out of play. So now we have a full count, runner at first, 2 away. Northern Cass has got 1 run this inning. Samuelson ready for the 3-2 offering. It's strike 3 taken. Weibel down on strikes to end the inning. That is 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, 1 left on. Northern Cass takes the lead 1-0. Thompson will try to answer back when we return. You're watching coverage of the East Region Softball Tournament online at yourliveevent.com.
Precision planting of the 2021 crop has started. Everyone at RDK Enterprises wants you to know these items. Call RDK Enterprises for your planter needs. RDK Enterprises has maintenance parts in stock. Call for precision planter support, 701-636-2119. Please have a safe spring. Thank you for choosing RDK Enterprises for your precision planter needs. RDK Enterprises, Hillsboro and Drayton. PlanterDoc.com. It pays to plant with precision.
Let's get real. You're ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. So get ready for the University of Minnesota Crookston. With more than 30 majors, minors, and certificates, you'll earn a University of Minnesota degree in a close-knit community where faculty become friends and friends feel like family. And to get a degree that can make a difference, you don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, ready.
Home half a second. Thompson trailing 1-0. Their first chance to answer back, and it's Faith Stump, the right fielder. Swings to the first pitch he sees from Emily Anderson. Tommies were set down in order by Emily Anderson in their half of the first. Stump, Dick, Samuelson. Scheduled here in the bottom of the second. Pitch from Anderson gets away from her inside. 1 ball, 1 strike to Stump. Game 3 of 4 here in day 2. 1-1, high and outside. Count 2 balls and a strike. Already eliminated in this tournament, Hankinson, Pembina County North. They were eliminated with their second losses that happened earlier today. 2-1, outside. Hitters count 3-1. Thompson looking for their first base runner. Faith Stump will take it any way she can get it to get things started for her team, down 1-0. The 3-2, that is high, ball 4. Stump draws the dreaded leadoff walk in the bottom of the second inning. First free pass issued by Anderson, and it's on to Olivia Dick, the sophomore catcher. Olivia Dick. Olivia Dick a chance with the tying run at first. Gets a ball outside. That is 5 straight pitches outside of the strike zone from Emily Anderson for Northern Cass. Anderson has worked a bulk of the games for this Jaguars team. In fact, both of the pitchers going today have worked a bulk of the innings for the respective teams. Ball 2 outside, 2-0 the count. 6 outside the strike zone in a row for Emily Anderson with a runner of Faith Stump over at first. The pitch will come outside. That is a ball. Count 2-1. So that one I thought had missed was called a strike. So it is 2 balls and a strike. Two one comes low, smothered by Cassie Paycheck, and it gets away from her, but not far enough to tempt the runner Faith Stump at first. Hitters count 3-1. Anderson takes a big sigh before she comes back on the pitching rubber. Tried not to issue her second walk, and she does. Back-to-back walks to lead off the bottom of the second inning. And Thompson's got something going here. First and second, no one out for Caitlin Samuelson, the pitcher, and we're going to have a meeting in the pitcher's circle. Sand, Richmond, Nelson, Slinger, Paycheck, all in the pitcher's circle right now talking to Emily Anderson. Northern Cass leads 1-0, but a chance for a big inning right now by Thompson. They're just trying to get everybody sharp.
Batter is the pitcher, Caitlin Samuelson.
Caitlin Samuelson will step into the batter's box. Samuelson had a bit of a prolonged top half of this inning. Would like to make up for it here and takes a big swing. Showed it with every bit of that swing. Could just not make the contact. Samuelson in the hole. No balls and a strike. Faith Stump at second. Olivia Dick at first for the Tommies. East Region semifinals. Laying off a strike is Samuelson. She had the bat off the shoulder, thought twice about swinging, and is now in the hole 0-2. Jada Welke on deck for the Tommies, and the 0-2 outside got away from Anderson. I don't think she was trying to entice Samuelson to swing. I just think that one got high and outside, and Paycheck able to reel it back in for the Northern Cass Jaguars. So now the 1-2, called strike 3. Samuelson becomes the first out of the inning. Emily Anderson gets her second strikeout. One pitcher retires another. Jada Welke, the designated player, comes up. Stump at second, Dick at first, 1 away. Thompson trailing Northern Cass 1-0. Ball 1 in and out of the glove of Cassie Paycheck. Rolls about a foot or so in front of home plate. Paycheck picks it up and will give it back to Emily Anderson. The first 2 base runners of the game for Thompson are on first and second. Pitch to Welke outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Welke is the 7th hitter in this batting order. The 2-0, she fouls it back, hits that sweet spot where there's no netting and no fencing, and it comes back into the crowd. I don't think we've seen too many web gems coming from the fans in attendance, but you play a long enough tournament, you tend to see a few of those as the 2-1 comes high. Now 3-1 popping up was Cassie Paycheck. Stump at second, reach via walk. Olivia Dick at first, reach via walk, and now Jada Welke with 1 away is trying to reach, and she will via walk. That is 3 walks given up this inning by Anderson. Bases are loaded, 1 away for Summer Haig, the first baseman.
First baseman, Summer Haig.
With the 1 swing of the bat from Haig, she can hit that gap right out there in right center, left center. If she finds that spot, we could have a 3-1 lead for the Tommies. She lays off strike 1 outside. Stump at third, Dick at second, Welke at first. Middle infield playing a few steps in towards the pitcher's circle. Ball hit right back over to Anderson. Turns to go to first. She cannot. It's an infield hit in a tie ball game. Summer Haig will get the infield RBI single. 1-1 our score. Get this one right back to Anderson. Anderson kept poise and just could not get the throw off to get the first at home. So they can't get the force at home, and it's Sydney Schwabe, the center fielder, number 9 hitter in this Tommy's batting order. Dick at third, Welke at second, Haig over at first. Again, infield continues to play in. The pitch right back up to middle, has eyes for a base hit. Dick scoring. Coming around third is Welke. Here comes the relay. That will go high and bounces off the glove of Paycheck. She recovers to prevent another run from scoring. Summer Haig's at third. Sydney Schwabe with a 2 RBI double. And now 3 runs have scored this inning for the Tommies. They lead 3-1 on our Golden Harvest Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard, and it's back up to the top of the order for the Tommies. First base is open, but still just 1 away. Mackenzie Hughes grounded out unassisted to first base. And her first at-bat, she takes strike 1 from Emily Anderson. Haig at third, Schwabe at second. 2 hits this inning, back-to-back hits for the Tommies, and this one poked the other way. That is caught for the out, but tagging up at third is scoring is Haig. It is a 4-1 lead for Thompson. And they appealed onto third. And they're going to get the out. So the inning will come to an end. It's a 3-1 lead for Thompson. We have Play 2 complete. We'll be back on YourLiveEvent.com.
Valley General Store in Halstead is now open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday. They welcome you to stop in, get all your hardware items, groceries, and more now in the new store with more inventory. Valley General Store in Halstead. Come and shop for your fresh produce and grocery items. Valley General Store, now with groceries in Halstead. Thanks to all who have visited the new Valley General Store in Halstead. If you haven't been there yet, they welcome you to stop in at the store full of hardware, groceries, and more. Valley General Store in Halstead, open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday.
People depend on a healthy food supply always being there. We take great pride in what we've built here, and we want to pass that on.
Running a family farm isn't easy. We can't control the weather, ever-changing farm policies, and up and down farm prices, but we manage to keep going to provide the safest food supply we can.
To be a farmer, you have to be committed, and it isn't so much a choice as it is a calling.
Farmers Union Insurance, protecting those that protect America's food source.
3-1 Northern Cass trails. It's the top of the order here in the top of the third inning. And taking strike 1 is Abby Richmond. So that inning ended. Mackenzie Hughes flew out to left field. They appealed Summer Haig, who had tagged up at third to score what was the 4th run. They won the appeal. As fouling back the pitch is Richmond in the hole 0-2. So that was the final out of the inning. So in the bottom of that second inning for Thompson, it was 3 runs, 2 hits, no errors, 1 left on. So 3-run the lead for Thompson after 2 complete. In the hole, Abby Richmond 0-2. Fouls back another one. Thompson getting the runs on hit for Summer Haig and Sydney Schwabe. 0-2 to Abby Richmond. Misses high and outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Richmond a ground out victim on the first pitch of the game. She grounded out 6-3. 1-2. Inside will miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Let's go back to the top of the second inning. Kenzie Anderson drove an alley slinger with an RBI hit, accounting for the only run so far for the Northern Cass Jaguars. And ball 3 will miss low, and now we have a full count of 3 balls, 2 strikes to Abby Richmond, leading off the top of the third. Wind starting to pick up. Lucas Bush having to track down Looked like an arm guard that had rolled onto the field. Ball hit over to third. Lopez charges, bobbles, throws, not in time. And Richmond is on board to lead off the third inning. That's going to be an error on Lopez. Error came on the transfer, so Richmond is aboard on the error. And it's Shelby Bring to the batter's box. She swings, the runner was off. It's on to short, picked up, throw comes to first, and the out will be 6-3. Nice job by Hughes on that play. So Bring is out 6-3. That is out number one. Richmond, though, advances another base onto second. Thompson leads by 2. Northern Cass trying to at least get one of those run back here, and it's Morgan Nelson, the shortstop. Abby Richmond at second. Ball one comes high and outside. Samuelson so far an inning in a third. 1 run, 2 hits, 3 strikeouts, and a walk. The 1-0. That one comes inside a ball. Runner is off. Tag is applied, but they said it went high on Abby Richmond, who will swipe third. Lopez put the glove down for the tag, and they're saying she got under it, and now we'll have a conversation at home plate. So we'll have a stoppage of play here in the top of the third. Thompson's going to try to argue that the runner was out. Grafton defeated Hankinson 9-8 earlier today in a losers out game. Mayport CG defeated Pembina County North in another losers out game 18-8. So quick conversation about that swipe of third by Abby Richmond. Richmond, though, with the steal, she stands at third base. The 2-0 pitch comes inside to Morgan Nelson. Hitters count 3-0. Just one away in the top of the third inning. Northern Cass down by a pair. The 3-0 inside, a strike. Morgan Nelson knew it. She just nodded her head. She was hoping to get on here. It was a strike all the way as the 3-1. This one runs inside. I think it got her. Either way, it's ball 4. Morgan Nelson will get the bag. Runners at the corners. 1 away, top of the third, and it's Cassie Paycheck, the senior catcher. Paycheck struck out swinging to end the top of the first inning in her first at-bat. Abby Richmond, who reached on an error to lead off the inning and stole third. She stands at third. Morgan Nelson at first. That wind really starting to pick up. 1 away, Caitlin Samuelson's pitch. This one hit in the air towards right field. That is caught for the first out. Tagging up at third is Richmond, and she'll come home to make it 3-2. Excuse me, that was a fly ball for the second out. So Paycheck will get a sacrifice RBI. Second out of the inning, but it is a 1-run game, 3-2. Standing pat at first base was Morgan Nelson, and it's pitcher Emily Anderson. Anderson takes ball 1 high and inside. So Northern Cass gets at least one of those runs back here this inning. Nice job by Fate Stump to stay with that ball out there in right field. Pitch fouled down by Anderson, an even count of a ball and a strike. There's a lot of wind coming across this plain, starting to see dust pick up in the outfield. Got baseball happening here as well in Castleton. You can see those games on yourliveevent.com, but a lot of elements coming into play for these final 2 games of the day. Ball runs high. Actually, it's going to be called a strike, but on to second with no throw is Nelson. 2 balls and a strike to Emily Anderson. 2 away, top of the third. Northern Cass was down by a pair, has now cut that to a run. Anderson will take a ball high, 3-1. Should Anderson continue this inning, it will be Allie Slinger, the third baseman. Slinger got the first hit of the game back in the second inning for the Jaguars. That was a double. She eventually came around to score on Kenzie Anderson's single, the 3-2. Just getting a piece of it is Anderson. Count full, 3-2. I feel like we've seen from both pitchers a lot of full counts so far in the game. A lot of battles between batters and hitters. And with 2 away, Morgan Nelson's going to take off on the pitch, which is a called strike 3. Anderson will go down on strike. Strikeout number 4 for Samuelson. For the Jaguars, a run, no hits, 1 error, 1 left on. Northern Cass trails Thompson 3-2 going into the home half of the third. This is softball coverage on YourLiveEvent.com.
You know the importance of planning before you plant. To finish strong, you need a solid start. That's why at Sesvanderhof, we remain committed to developing sugar beet varieties that thrive despite the pressures from disease and the challenges of nature, all to help you make spring decisions that will yield the harvest you envision. Because sharing the pride of success starts with sharing the passion to achieve it. Sesvanderhof, a passion that grows.
Great Plains Fireworks, located on the west side, frontage road I-29, south of Degelman's in Hillsboro. They're open by appointments. Call 701-436-6140. Also like them on Facebook for information. Let Great Plains Fireworks help you get fireworks for your family celebrations, neighborhood parties, and events.
Pretty, pretty, pretty. They have chest thumpers.
Great Plains Fireworks, open by appointment only, Hillsboro, North Dakota, 701-436-6140. Like them on Facebook.
All right, Crockett will lead off the bottom of the third inning for Thompson. She swings through a high pitch from Anderson for strike one. Krogstad stump and stump scheduled this inning for the Tommies. Tommies lead this one 3-2 on the Golden Harvest Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard. Southeast Region East Region semifinals on YourLiveEvent.com. Joel Morgan with you on this Monday. Count a ball and a strike to the second baseman for the Tommies. Krogstad a pop up to short her first at bat. Sees the offering from Anderson, takes for a ball. Last inning, Thompson 3 runs on 2 hits, stranded a base runner. They've had their opportunities. 2-1 the count. Krogstad back into the batter's box. Krogstad ready for the 3-2. Hits this one sharply onto short, picked up by Nelson across the diamond. Able to find Sand at first, 6-3 on the ground out, and that is how the bottom of the third inning gets underway. Central Cass, Kindred Richland, other semifinal comes about 25 minutes after this game. Grace Stump, freshman left fielder, into the batter's box. Thompson, a 10-6 win over Hankinson Friday to advance onto the semifinal. Pitch fouled back by Stump in the hole 0-1. Thompson had jumped out to an early lead, and it looked like they were going to end that one early. Hankinson started battling back late in the game. They were down 8-0, cut it to 8-6, but Thompson got a couple of insurance runs. Helped themselves with the win. 0-2, poked in the air, could be trouble. This one falling quick. It's a base hit. Stump will take a big turnaround first. Will settle for the one-out single. Hit number 3 of the game for the Tommies. They lead 3-2, and it's Faith Stump, the right fielder. Last inning ended. Mackenzie Hughes flew out to left field and what looked like was going to be a sac fly to make it 4-1. Hughes will take a ball outside, but Summer Haig at third base, tagged up at third, came home. Jaguars appealed. They won the appeal and then ended the inning. What potentially could have been a lot bigger of an inning for the Tommies. Ball low to Faith Stump. Count at 2-0. Gray Stump on the bag at first. The 2-0. Chasing was Faith Stump. Swings through it for a strike. Loser of this game will play against Mayport CG. I would imagine the Patriots have eyes on this game as they await for their opponents. The 2-1 pitch. Poked in foul territory. Grabbed out of the air by Sand at first. 2 away for the Tommies, who lead 3-2 in the bottom of the third. And it's Olivia Dick, the catcher. Grace Stump stands at first base. Emily Anderson trying to get her third inning of work for the Jaguars. The 2-0 fouled back, the first pitch rather, fouled right back by Olivia Dick. The runner was off onto second, and Grace Stump, she was right on the doorstep of third base. She'll have to retreat back over to first. Felt the wind really pick up on that pitch. Everyone on high alert from those winds rolling through here as the 0-1 pitch. That's called a strike. Throw on a second, tag is applied. The runner, though, is safe. It's good play by Abby Richmond, but she just getting under the tag was Grace Stump. She'll swipe second. Pitch to Dick was called a strike. It is 1 ball, 1 strike. Scoreboard said it was a full count at 3-2. Swinging, though, for strike 3 is Dick. It's going to get by the catcher Paycheck. It's a drop third strike. So Anderson will get credit with the strikeout, but Dick will get first base on the drop third strike. Grace Stump will move over to third. Runners at the corners, 2 away. And it's Caitlin Samuelson, the pitcher for the Tommies. Thompson up 3-2, their half of the third inning. Samuelson struck out looking. Her last and only at bat. The runner is off. They're not going to try to make the play over at second. And a miscommunication. Paycheck threw the glove, and a ball to the glove of Anderson came out of her glove and rolled towards first. Thankfully for Northern Cass, Grace Stump stood pat at third base, but it's second and third, 2 away for the Tommies. That was strike 1 to Caitlin Samuelson. Samuelson will lay off a ball that comes high, almost got away from Cassie Paycheck. I think that probably would have been enough to bring home the runner Stump from third. It's a hard pitch, and if it hits that pole right at the fence behind home plate, it can go all sorts of different directions, allowing that run to score. Here comes the 1-1. This one put in play, played on the hop by Anderson. 1-3 ends the inning. Tommy's threatened throw, no runs, 1 hit. No errors, 2 left on. Our score on the Golden Harvest Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard. We have played 3 completed as Thompson 3, Northern Cass 2. You're watching softball on YourLiveEvent.com.
American Crystal Sugar Company, with their 4,000 plus employees and shareholders, are deeply rooted in the communities of the Red River Valley. They're committed to the sustainability and growth of their business and to improving lives in the places where we work and live by investing in people, our communities, and the future of American Crystal Sugar. Visit crystalsugar.com to learn more about scholarships, grants, volunteerism, donations, and more through the Community Roots American Crystal Giving Program. Growing strong community roots. American Crystal Sugar Company.
Dr. Craig Rothfuss Dental Practice in Hillsborough is accepting new patients. They offer patients of all ages a full range of dental services, including Clear Correct, which is an option for invisible braces, and a $99 whitening program. Dr. Rothfuss accepts multiple insurance plans, including Delta Dental, United Concordia that was affiliated with Blue Cross Blue Shield, and Principal Dental Insurance. Bring your smile to Dr. Craig Rothfuss Dental Practice in Hillsborough, and the friendly staff will help make it sparkle. Call 701-636-4244 today.
Welcome back to YourLiveEvent.com, our coverage of the East Region Softball Tournament. 3-2, Thompson leads Northern Cass in the semifinals of this tournament. Visitors half of the fourth. Allie Slinger, Elise Sand, Kenzie Anderson this inning. Caitlin Samuelson coming out to work her 4th inning for the Tommies. Samuelson 3 innings, a run, 2 hits, 4 strikeouts, 2 walks. Slinger has one of the 2 hits and had the first hit of the game for Northern Cass. Takes the ball outside. Slinger with 1 away in the second. Got on with the double. Scored when Kenzie Anderson drove her home with a single. Both teams getting their runs in that second inning. Or getting runs in that second inning. Slinger fouls back a pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike. Last inning. Jaguars a run, no hit, and error, 1 left on. Their only run coming on Cassie Paycheck's sac fly RBI that scored Abby Richmond. The 1-1 off the end of the bat. Rolls foul at third, no picked up, and they are going to say it's foul. Summer Haig, hesitant, picked it up, but first base umpire said well into foul territory. Did step on the bag for safe measure, but Allie Slinger's at bat is still alive. The junior third baseman account, 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2 to Slinger. Pops this up. Should be playable for Krogstad at second. We'll get the out and one away in the top of the fourth inning. Jaguars down by a run, and it's Elise Sand, the sophomore first baseman. Sand struck out in the second inning. One and two seeds playing each other in this. Ball popped up, shedding the mask. Olivia Dick gets called off by her pitcher. Came off the glove of Samuelson in foul territory. Elise Sand will be safe. It's an error on the pitcher. Second error of the game for the Tommies, and a tying run will reach for Northern Cass with one away in the fourth, and Kenzie Anderson, the designated player. Caitlin Samuelson had called off Olivia Dick, and this one just tailed away from her. Pitch comes high and outside. Had a lot of backspin, and you pair that with the wind that's been rolling through this infield. 1-2. Excuse me, a 1-0 misses low. It is a 2-0 count. Snap throw to first. Haig puts down the tag, but head first slide puts Elise Sand back in for Northern Cass. The count. The pitch comes low. 3-0. Runner is off, and nice play by Hughes at short to trap it, but couldn't get the tag. Elise Sand will swipe second. That is the third stolen base of the game for the Jaguars. And in scoring position is Sand. She is the tying run with two away. That pitch, by the way, to Anderson missed. It's a 3-0 count. Here comes the 3-0. High ball for Anderson's aboard. Draws the walk. Third walk given up by Samuelson. And it's Grace Weibly, the senior right fielder. Sand, the tying runs at second. Kenzie Anderson, the go-ahead runs at first. And we're going to have a meeting in the pitcher's circle timeout taken here in Central Cass. Thanks for being with us on YourLiveEvent.com. I'm Joel Morgan. Dustin Peterson had our first two games today. That was a 9-8 win for Grafton over Hankinson. Mayport CG shortened their one against Pembina County North 18-8. So Pembina County North and Hankinson have ended their 2021 spring season. Mayport CG plays the loser of this game tomorrow at 3 o'clock. Grafton plays the loser of the next game between Central Cass and Kindred Richland. All those games can be seen at YourLiveEvent.com. The meeting of the infield comes to an end. Olivia Dick gets back behind home plate. Infield gets in their position. Caitlin Samuelson ready to face Grace Weibly. Weibly shows bunt, pulls back. It's a strike. Sand at second, Anderson at first. Showing bunt again. Weibly pulls back. This time it's a ball, one strike to the senior right fielder. Top of the order, due up next for Northern Cass. Chance for the Jaguars to try to come back and tie and take the lead. And they could do that here with a good swing of the bat. Hit onto short. Hughes charges in. Her only play at first will get the out, 6-3. 6-3 for the second out. Sand advances to third. Anderson on to second. And it's Abby Richmond, top of the order for Northern Cass. Richmond 0 for 2. Reached on an error from Lopez. Her last plate appearance, stole second, scored on a sac fly, gets hit by a pitch. Bases are loaded. Bases are loaded, two away for Shelby Bring. Shelby Bring 0 for 2. This would be the time to get that first hit of the day. Your team down 3-2. Bases are loaded, 2 outs, fourth inning. Chases one, pops it up, hang time over at short. Hughes comes in, will get it for the final out. No runs, no hits, an error, 3 left on. Northern Cass threatens, they can't find the equalizer as Thompson will bat when we return. It is 3-2 Tommies. You're watching high school softball on YourLiveEvent.com.
One of the main benefits of moving to the Halsted Living Center and Heritage House community is to enjoy every comfort of home without the burdens of home ownership in an environment that offers choices for care assistance, social interaction, group activities, or simply quiet, comfortable living. Another reason to choose Halsted Living Center and Heritage House is to get back to living life through their all-inclusive services and full array of social events, spiritual enrichment programs, recreational activities, and lifelong learning. For more information, call 456-2105 or log on to halstedlivingcenter.com.
Right Implement in Hillsboro, 701-636-5692 for shop and field service, farm equipment sales, repair on all equipment, in the field, on the farm, and in the shop with Right Implement in Hillsboro, 701-636-5692. Check out Right Implement for farm equipment, repair and service of equipment and all trucks on Caledonia Avenue in Hillsboro. Right Implement, 701-636-5692.
Jada Welke will lead off. Welke will lead off the bottom of the fourth inning. The designated player for Thompson. They lead 3-2. Fouls back the pitch from Emily Anderson for Northern Cass. Northern Cass lets up 1-0. Thompson answered back with a three-run bottom of the second with RBI hits from Summer Haig and Sydney Schwabe. Northern Cass got a run back in the third, and that's where we stand here in the bottom of the fourth. The 0-1 to the designated player gets away from Emily Anderson. It's a ball. A count of 1-1. Line on Anderson so far, 3 innings, 3 runs, 3 hits, 3 strikeouts, 3 walks. So 3s across the board. The 1-1, foul territory, first base side. No one can get a play as it just hops over the fence. Grace Weibly was about the closest, but not a good angle for her to come in from right field. New ball was given to Emily Anderson, but she sends it back home. She wants to use the one that went in the foul territory. Jada Welke ready for the 1-2 pitch. 1-2 to Welke. Comes high and inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Region 1 baseball tournament being played across the facility here today. Trying to get you an update on that as the 2-2. This one off the end of the bat is going to be foul, third base side. It was just slowly going over the head of Allie Slinger at third, and I don't think she was 100% aware of where she was, foul territory, which as a coach wants you to play through those, but you can just kind of see that look if it's just slow motion going over the end of her glove. Fortunately for her, she was in foul territory. The 2-2 poked the other way. This will be foul. So hugging the line, Jada Welke, just not falling her way for her and the Tommies. Welke, Haig, Schwabe, bottom third of the order here for the Tommies. Count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swung on, miss by Welke. Inning begins with a strikeout. Strikeout number 4 for Emily Anderson, and it's Summer Haig, the first baseman. Summer Haig, a RBI single in the second. She was the final out. She was at third, tagged up on Mackenzie Hughes' fly ball, and then on the appeal was ruled out. Big swing by Haig. Ball is fouled towards the cages, first base side, where Central Cass, the host team and the number 1 seed, is taking their batting practice. So no one on, 1 away, bottom of the 4th inning. Ball to third. Slinger traps it. Over to first base. Gets the throw. Nice job by Elise Sands staying on. 5-3 the ground out. 2 up, 2 down. In the home half of the 4th inning, and it's Sydney Schwabe, the freshman center fielder. Oaks leads Kindred Richland 3-2, bottom of the 5th inning of the first game today in the Region 1 baseball tournament. Again, that winner will play Central Cass for the championship. Pitch fouled back by Schwabe in the hole, 0-1. If Central Cass wins today, they are the Region 1 baseball champions. They're on to state. If Central Cass loses today, they'll have to play again tomorrow. Ball gets High and outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. No one on, 2 away to Sidney Schwabe, the center fielder for Thompson. Tommy's hanging on to that 3-2 lead. The 1-1 inside, 2 balls and a strike. Sand, Richmond, Nelson, Slinger, the infield for the Jaguars. From left to right, it is Rust, Bring, Weibly in the outfield. Behind home plate is Paycheck. Ball off the end of the bat, played by Anderson, throws it to first. 1-3 on the ground out. It is a 3-up, 3-down home half of the 4th inning. We have played 4 complete on the Golden Harvest Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard. Thompson 3, Northern Cass 2. You're watching coverage of the Region 1 softball tournament on yourliveevent.com.
There's no way to count the number of sandwiches you've packed over the years. Hard to imagine this day would come. Yeah, there's still the same fields, the same roads, the same hard work. But now they're in someone else's hands. And you couldn't be more proud of who you're handing the farm to. No matter what the future holds, Ag Country is here to help you plan ahead.
Halstead Telephone knows we all like choices. You can choose to have communication and data services up to 1 gigabit over a reliable state-of-the-art fiber optic network. And you can choose to have the same great services available town or country with local service and support. You can choose to have an individual service or bundle. You can choose to avoid tricky promotional pricing. You can choose unlimited data. The choice seems clear. Choose Halstead Telephone, broadband voice TV. 1-800-457-2125.
Top 5 for the Northern Cass Jaguars. Morgan Nelson takes ball 1 outside from Kalen Samuelson. On our Golden Harvest Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard, it is 3-2. Thompson leads Northern Cass. Tommy's on pace to punch their ticket to the championship game at a chip onto state. Ball fouled by Nelson. Count 1 ball, 1 strike. Nelson, 3 plate appearances. This is her 3rd plate appearance. No official at bat. She was walked twice, also stole a base. Northern Cass a run in the 2nd, run in the 3rd. 3 runs coming in the bottom of the 2nd for Thompson. Nelson knocks back a pitch at 1 ball, 2 strikes to the shortstop. Nelson, Paycheck, Anderson batters this inning. Nelson fouls 1 out of play, 3rd base side. Count at 1-2. Central Cass, Kindred, Richland, other semifinal coming your way 25 minutes after this one's done as the 1-2 pitch. Fouled back again by Nelson. Count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Northern Cass, the number 2 team out of the Southeast. Thompson, the number 1 team out of the Northeast. 2 subsections played here in the East as it's poked over the head of the shortstop Hughes and picked up by Grace Stumpf. It's a leadoff base hit for Morgan Nelson, and for the 2nd straight inning, the tying run is on for the Northern Cass Jaguars. Strike that, make that the 3rd straight inning. The tying run is on for the Jaguars. They're down 3-2. Nelson at first, and it's Cassie Paycheck, the senior catcher. Paycheck a sac fly RBI back in the 3rd inning. Ball 1 taken by Paycheck, gets away from Olivia Dick. On to 2nd, turning on to 3rd is Nelson. So a pass ball advances Nelson over to 3rd base with nobody out. Long fly ball from Paycheck will tie this game up at 3. Oh, well hit ground ball will tie this game up at 3. Dynamic changes as the runner advances to 3rd. Pitch low, 2 balls, no strikes. Caitlin Samuelson has gone 4 innings, a run, 3 hits, 4 strikeouts. The big number you look at, 3 walks and a hit batter as the 2-0 pitch. Chasing his Paycheck will knock it out of play, first base side, 2-1. Imagine the Jaguars bench is saying, make Samuelson come to you. As a 2-1 to Paycheck, lifts this one in the air, will stay in the infield. Someone in the middle of the infield is going to get it. It'll be Cronkstead who gets the pop-up. First out of the inning, 1 away for Emily Anderson. Morgan Nelson at 3rd. Her Jaguars down by a run. Anderson has not reached today. She is struck out swinging and looking. Half of the strikeouts in the game for Samuelson belong to Anderson. She'll take ball one. The 1-0 a strike, 1 ball, 1 strike. A lot of activity from Nelson over at third base. She just takes her lead, retreats right back. 1-1, gets off the heel of the glove of Dick. Dick goes for the play, dives, and the runner's out! Great play by Olivia Dick. The pitch got by her, picked it up, and dove, and it was a foot race to home plate and tagged Morgan Nelson in time. And it looked like Northern Cass had something going for him with the runner at third. Nobody out now. The bases are empty, 2 away. 2-1 pitch. That is high. A ball, 3-2. Strike that, make that 2-2. Two outside, count full, 3-2. Emily Anderson at the plate. Allie Slinger awaits on deck. Northern Cass down by a run. 7 outs to work with right now for the Jaguars. 3-2, on to short. Hughes there for the play. Throws to first in time, 6-3, the ground out. No runs, a hit, no errors, no one left on. Northern Cass trails Thompson 3-2 going into the bottom of the 4th inning. This is softball on your live event.
When it comes to insurance, you should be confident that you're choosing the best option. I'm Rich Gerke of Farmers Union Insurance, Hillsborough. Let's find and discuss the best insurance policy for your home, auto, farm, life, or business. Stop in to see Ryan Updahl or I at our Hillsborough office, or give us a call at 701-436-5777, or toll free at 1-800-498-5777. This is Rich Gerke of Farmers Union Insurance, and we look forward to doing business with you.
Full Service Foods in Hillsborough provides contract packaging and private label foods for your local and regional retail stores. Full Service Foods is a leader in the upper Midwest for less than truckload quantities for contract manufactured sauces and dressings. They are a privately held company with a reputation for quality and customer service. Full Service Foods is proud to be in Hillsborough and bringing employment opportunities to the area. Find out more at fullservicefoods.com. Full Service Foods of Hillsborough, proud to support this community event.
Bottom of the 5th inning on our Golden Harvest Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard in the semifinals of the East Region Softball Tournament. Thompson leads Northern Cass 3-2, and if there was ever a time for the Tommies to add some insurance, it would be now with the top of the order leading off this inning. Mackenzie Hughes, Maya Krogstad, Grace Stump. Kaylin Samuelson, Emily Anderson working another inning. Throws ball 1 high and inside. Hughes, a pop-up unassisted ground out rather to first. Fly out in the second. 1-0, hits this one hard, finds some room between first and second. Hughes is aboard with her first hit, tries to extend it on to second. She does. Great base running for the double. She saw something in Weibley's approach from right field. I wonder if it was just where her eyes were and said, you know what, I'm going to try to extend this, and she does. So an insurance run at second to lead off the inning. Maya Krogstad, the second baseman for the Tommies, to the plate. She pops one and over to left field. A lot of hang time, but it is caught for the out. Addie Russ stayed with it, out number 1. You hit a certain point with the wind over here where it just really makes anything in the air a wild card, and that was one of those situations. Grace Stump, the freshman left fielder, up. Mackenzie Hughes at second. Thompson trying to get a little bit more separation, leading by a run. This one popped up, should be playable at center for Bring, and she'll collide with Nelson. Ball rolls over the first, coming around from second. Home, there's a throw, but no play. Mackenzie Hughes is scoring. Stump is over at third base, and another run comes in for the Thompson Tommies, and we're going to have a meeting at the circle. We'll see how this one gets scored, but right now we're meeting at the circle as Thompson adds on an extra run. They lead 4-2 in their half of the fifth inning. Will be an error on the center fielder that allowed the run to score and allowed Grace Stump to stand at third. So one away, runner at third, 4-2. Thompson adds a run this inning, and it's Faith Stump, the freshman right fielder. Stump swings. This one to center. Brink takes a step back, makes the play. Runner tags up at third. Here comes the throw. A run will score. Stump is in on the sac fly. So 2 runs now have scored for the Tommies this inning. Thompson leads 5-3, and Olivia Dick, the sophomore catcher, comes up, no one on. Said when this inning started, this would be the one for the Tommies to add some of that insurance with this part of the batting order, and they have done that so far, aided by some defensive miscues from Northern Cass. Ball hit between short and third. Nelson takes a stab, can't get there. Olivia Dick's on with the second hit of the inning, 5th hit of the game for the Thompson Tommies. And it's Caitlin Samuelson, the pitcher, trying to help herself out as well. She takes a ball low. Cassie Paycheck comes up. She'll look over at first base. Not a whole lot of movement coming from Olivia Dick. 1-0. Swung, no contact, Samuelson. Paycheck was getting ready for the runner to try to advance, but again, Olivia Dick will just stay at first base. Next offering off the end of the bat, a flare hit to right field. Dick on to third. It's a single for Caitlin Samuelson. 6th hit of the ball game for Thompson. They lead 5-2. And I believe we will see a pitching change coming for the Jaguars. Did not see what the change was. I think it would be a courtesy runner. So it's a courtesy runner for Samuelson at first. Runners at the corners, 2 away. Jada Welke batting. This one hit right back to Anderson, comes off her forearm, picks it up, recovers, throws to first, gets the out, 1-3, ends the inning, not before 2 runs come across. 5 completed as Thompson 5, Northern Cass 2. You're watching softball coverage on YourLiveEvent.com.
Hi, I'm Ernie Struby, president of the Goose River Bank, and I would like to know your story. Our lives and our businesses are comprised of events. We have all had our failures and successes, and these events define our character. If your character includes values like trustworthy, respectful, honest, and responsible, then your story matches well with ours, and we would consider it a privilege to be your financial partner. At the Goose River Bank, we believe that a strong bank builds strong communities. The Goose River Bank, member FDIC.
Don't be fooled by that beat-up old cap. Its faded crown represents the tireless work of America's farmers and ranchers. Its sturdy brim, their dedication to providing our nation with a safe, affordable food source. From sunup to sundown, they're turning quarters into the dollars that drive our rural economy. So we'd like to tip our hat to them. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting those that protect America's food source.
Top of the 6th inning, back here at Central Cass. I'm Joel Morgan on YourLiveEvent.com. Semifinals of the East Region Softball Tournament. Thompson tagging on 3 runs in their half of the 5th inning. Tagging on 2 runs in their half of the 5th inning to make it 5-2. First pitch to Slinger off the end of the bat, picked up by Samuelson. She'll get the play. 1-3, 1 pitch, 1 out here in the top of the 6th inning. Samuelson, 5 1/3 innings, a run, 3 hits. 5 strikeouts, 3 walks, and a hit batter. So Lee Sand, the first baseman for the Jaguars. They trail by 3. 5 outs left to work with, and it'll get her in the knee. She's hit by a pitch. Sand is reaching for the second time in kind of non-traditional ways. She was on the beneficial side of an error in the fourth inning, and now hit by a pitch. She will come on for Kenzie Anderson, the designated player.
Batting the designated player, Kenzie Anderson.
Thompson up 5-2. The pitch to Anderson, played at second. Krogstad will try to get the tag to the runner at second. Gets it, throws to first, gets by Summer Haig. So the lead runner is eliminated for out number 2. Anderson reaches on the fielder's choice, and the inning continues to Grace Weibley.
Grace Weibley, batting.
Thompson leads by 3. Weibley will take ball 1. Weibley a strikeout and a ground out, 0 for 2 in the afternoon's matchup. The 1-0 pitch, swung through and missed. 1 ball, 1 strike. Active on the bag at first is Kenzie Anderson. 8-9-1 up in the bottom half of this inning for Thompson. Ball put in play, slow roller to third. Lopez throws to first. 5-3 on the out. Good play at third. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left on. Northern Cass is unable to get a run back in their half of the 6th inning. Going into the bottom of the 6th, Thompson 5, Northern Cass 2. You're watching softball on your live event.
You're never too young to start saving for your future. Dakota Heritage Bank offers the Grow With Us program for kids. It's a young savers club with various incentives, including newsletters, a higher savings rate, bonuses, and more. Contact Dakota Heritage Bank to find out more about the Grow With Us program. Dakota Heritage Bank has 10 locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking, online banking, and bill pay. Visit us online, dhbanknd.com. Dakota Heritage Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC. You may know that Big Tex Trailers already offers you industry-leading features like mega ramps, HD suspension, and the all-new hydraulic dovetail. Every time you hook on, know that your Big Tex is up for the job. See Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro to find out what owning a Big Tex can do for you. Shop the full line of Big Tex products from ATV trailers to goosenecks to dump trailers and more. Visit your Big Tex dealer, Bloomfield Enterprises, Hillsboro. Contact him at 701-430-0877.
Bottom of the 6th inning, Thompson leads 5-2 on our Golden Harvest Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard. Thompson a 3-run advantage. Emily Anderson comes out to work another inning for the Jaguars. Summer Haig, Sydney Schwabe, Mackenzie Hughes, 8-9-1 for the Tommies. Anderson has had a 1-2-3 first and a 1-3 fourth inning. She would like to go 3 up, 3 down and get the bat right back in the top of the order to try to mount this comeback for the Jaguars. They've done that already this tournament. They won walk-off fashion against Scrafton 8-7. First pitch to Haig, ball outside, backhanded by Cassie Paycheck. Next offering comes high, 2 balls, no strikes. Winner plays about 5 o'clock tomorrow. Winner plays 7 o'clock tomorrow in the championship game. Losing team will play at 3 o'clock. 3-0, hit back to Anderson, able to get it over to Sand at first, who was almost pulled off the bag. Haig has retired 1-3, 1 away in the bottom of the 6th inning for Sydney Schwabe. Thompson a 3-run advantage. Schwabe chases one outside, a strike. Schwabe a 2 RBI double in the second, a ground out in the fourth. Oh, 2. popped it up. Hang time, foul territory, paycheck to the fence. Can't make the play. Came on, might have caromed off the fence before coming in and out of her glove. Schwabe in the hole 0-2 with no one on and one away. Big
There's a lot to love about Hillsborough, North Dakota. Top-notch school district with fantastic facilities and growing enrollment. Great healthcare and friendly people. Nestled between two of North Dakota's largest cities, Hillsborough embodies a small-town atmosphere that is sure to make you feel right at home. The HEDC and City of Hillsborough invites you to pay a visit and experience Hillsborough. Visit hillsborough-nd.com to learn more about Hillsborough, a small town with big opportunity.
The unknown consumes so much of our lives. That's why Concordia College in Moorhead, Minnesota is committed to providing clarity. We recognize that comparing colleges, especially the price, can be confusing. Concordia has always been a place where students of all economic backgrounds find success. And for next fall, we are reducing tuition by more than $15,000 so that any student who can imagine themselves at Concordia can be a Cobber. Now's the time to take a look at Concordia College, Moorhead, Minnesota. ConcordiaNow.com.
You asked, how will Enbridge's Line 3 replacement help keep the environment safe? Well, nothing is more important to us than the safety of the environment and the people of Minnesota. That's why we're replacing an aging pipeline with much safer, state-of-the-art infrastructure along a route that avoids impacts to people and the environment. Safety and environmental protection are Enbridge's core values and the very foundation of our business. Learn more at enbridge.com/line3US.
You can count on Beth Teagues at Hankinson Insurance to be a team player. Beth has over 30 years of experience as an independent agent. She can match each client with the company that offers the best fit for their unique personal and commercial auto, home, farm, business, crop, hail, and life insurance needs. Auto owners, Farmers Alliance, Grinnell Mutual, Northwest GF Mutual, Progressive, State Auto, and others. Call Hankinson Insurance at 701-242-7822. Best of luck to all area teams and players.
As they will get an opportunity to play for the championship tomorrow, does Thompson, but they punch their ticket to state. Northern Cass will now play in a state qualifying game against Mayport CG at 3 o'clock tomorrow. I'll have that for you, of course, on your live event. Well, Northern Cass scored first in the second inning. Allie Schlinger got aboard with a one-out double and was brought home by Kenzie Anderson. But the 1-0 lead for the Jaguars would be short-lived as 3 runs were scored in the bottom of the second for the Tommies, with an RBI single for Summer Hank, Sydney Schwabe a 2 RBI double. That would make it 3-1. And with the top of the order coming up in the bottom of the 5th, Thompson added some insurance, scoring a pair of runs, one coming off a sac fly from Faith Stump, and that would give Thompson the insurance they needed to get the win by a final of 5-2. The line for the Jaguars, again, who will play Mayport tomorrow in a state qualifier, 2 runs, 3 hits, an error, 7 left on. They more than had their opportunities. Well, for Thompson, 5 runs, 7 hits, an error, 4 left on base in that contest. Pitching lines, Caitlin Samuelson gets the win, 7 innings, 2 runs, 3 hits, 6 strikeouts, 3 walks, 2 hit batters. Emily Anderson takes the loss. She goes 6 innings, 4 runs, 7 hits, 4 strikeouts, and 3 free passes issued in that game. Time to give away some of our accolades here in our postgame. First, for the Halstead telephone connection of the game, we'll go with Olivia Dick and Caitlin Samuelson. That pitching battery doing a great job limiting the offensive opportunities of the Northern Cass Jaguars. Our Enbridge Energy Player of the game will go to Caitlin Samuelson, who got the win, going 7 innings, 2 runs, 3 hits, 6 strikeouts, 3 walks, and 2 hit batters, but she was able to keep Northern Cass at bay. She is our Energy Player of the game. While our RDK Player of the game will go to Sydney Schwabe, who drove in 2 runs with an RBI double in the second inning. One of those runs would go on to be the winning run, though some insurance would be added. That would be the winning run of the game, so Sydney Schwabe will be the RDK Enterprises Player of the game. So again, our final score on the Golden Harvest Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard. It is a 5-2 win for the Thompson Tommies. 3 o'clock tomorrow, they have a meeting with Mayport CG in a state qualifying game for a chance to move on to state. Well, Northern Cass will play in that tomorrow. Thompson will play in the championship 7 o'clock. They'll play the winner of our next contest, Central Cass and Kindred Richland, which we'll have coming your way next. That will do it for our third broadcast here today. Stay tuned for game number 4, the other side of the semifinals. I'm Joel Morgan, reminder of our final score on our Golden Harvest Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard. It is Thompson 5, Northern Cass 2. You've been watching Playoff Softball on YourLiveEvent.com.